Hello and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my friend Rod with us from Merrimack Valley Wi-Fi Pros. Good morning, Rod. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Kevin. Thank you for having me on again.
So, Rod, I actually come on today because I think I found your dream scenario.
Hmm.
I would think someone building a home would be your dream client because they could set everything up right to start with, right?
Yes. That's actually, I see people, new home buyers, new construction home buyers, make this mistake over and over and over again. And I'm constantly trying to clean it up. They think they don't put in the necessary infrastructure to support a robust, future-proof Wi-Fi that they're going to need. I've told this story before, but 10 years ago, you had one or two devices on your home Wi-Fi. Today, the average home has 30.
That's
10 years, it's a big jump. 10 years from now, it'll be 300. And the way technology moves, technology moves from novel, nice to have, really cool. It doesn't work without it. And that's where everything, all the devices that are getting Wi-Fi in them, that's where they'll go. They'll all go there. And so, if you don't plan for that future in your brand new home, you're going to be so frustrated. And so they just make this mistake, and it's unfortunate.
Now, Rod, this doesn't even have to be in like a humongous home either, right?
No, if your home's over 2,000 square feet, the way it works is, right, the router, you can buy the latest, greatest router. The latest routers from Comcast and Fios are 10 gigabit routers. You can't quite yet get 10 gigabits to the home, but you get 2.5 gigabits, a 10 gigabit router. And you're thinking, oh, that router, if 1 gigabit wasn't enough, this one's 10 times better. This will cover it. And it turns out the speed of the router has almost nothing to do with what your Wi-Fi experience will be in the house. Has almost nothing. If it's over 100 megabits, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter after 100 megabits. And so what matters is, what's the Wi-Fi coverage like in your home? And those bigger routers don't cover any more square footage than those bigger capacity routers don't cover any more square footage than the gigabit router or the 300 megabit router. They all cover about the same area. And so you'll get a big 10 gigabit router, you'll stick it in your home, and it'll be great in that one room, and the room above it and the room below it. Those will work great. Maybe the room next to it works pretty good, but after that, you're in trouble. And so, that's a 2,000 square foot home has that problem, unless the router is ideally situated, hanging from the ceiling in the exact center of the home. It's not going to cover the whole home. And so, when you're talking about a 3,000 square foot house or a 4,000 square foot house, whole different story. You really need to step up the infrastructure in order to have the Wi-Fi work well now and 10 years from now and 20 years from now. And if you don't do it, it's incredibly costly to retrofit.
So, Rod, we forget about all of the devices on our network because we think, well, my wife and I have a phone, we have a smart TV, but then you start adding Alexa, if you have one of those fancy fridges, ovens. So that's the direction everything's going in now. Everything's going to be Wi-Fi enabled, whether we like it or not.
Oh yeah, almost every electronic device you buy for your home today. The list is crazy. You've mentioned a few, but your washer and dryer are on. There are little leak detectors you would put on. Smoke detectors all go on. Carbon monoxide, lights, light bulbs, switches, plugs, all that stuff goes on the Wi-Fi. Your thermostats, your doorbell, your garage door opener. These are, your robot vacuum that runs around the house all the time. I have a sleep mat. It goes under the mattress.
Yeah.
Measures my sleep every night. That's on Wi-Fi. And then there's all the things that we didn't even mention, like your Apple Watch, your watch, your phone, your iPad, your computer, your laptop, all those things, and your TVs, your streaming stick for your Fire Stick or your Roku. And those are just sort of the opening bid. Everything you get for your home, electronic device basically will come with Wi-Fi, and it'll all be on the Wi-Fi. And if your home's not set up for it, it's just not going to work.
So, Rod, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
So they can find us on the web at mvwifipros.com, or they can call us at 978-577-5884. We're always happy to talk. We do free consults on the phone all the time. If you need help, we'll schedule an appointment from there. We can even oftentimes give you an estimate on the phone about what we think it'll cost to fix your home.
Awesome, Rod. I appreciate you taking a few minutes calling to the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks, Kevin.